With the 43rd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Wan'Dale Robinson, the wide receiver out of Kentucky, and this came as somewhat of a shocker to me. And taking the pulse and looking at Twitter, it looks like it's a shock to pretty much every New York Giants football fan. The Giants, they actually traded back 2 times. Yes, not once, but twice. They traded down for pick number 36 with the New York Jets. We'll show you those trades in a quick second. Here we go. The Jets, they received pick number 36, while the Giants, they moved back 2 spots while picking up a 5th-round pick. I really like this. I like the fact that you only move down 2 spots and you get a 5th-round pick. And then the Giants, they were on the clock at pick 38, and Joe Schoen said, you know what? I'm going to trade down yet again, and he did so. He moved down from pick 38 to pick 44, moving back 6 spots, and he also picks up a 4th-round pick. Joe Schoen, he traded back twice in the 2nd round. That's 1 more time than Dave Gettleman did in his entire tenure as the general manager for the New York Football Giants. So right now the Giants, they have 8 picks remaining now. The 43rd pick in this draft was Wan'Dale Robinson, but they have 8 remaining picks. 2 3rd-round picks, 2 4th-round picks, 3 5th-round picks, and then a 6th-round pick. So Joe Schoen, he has the ammo to make some damage happen in the NFL draft, and he kind of shocked some people by going with Wan'Dale Robinson out of Kentucky. He's a 5'8" receiver, 178 pounds, but his production at Kentucky, some of the best in college football. 104 grabs last year, over 1,300 yards through the air, and 7 touchdowns. He's going to be the Isaiah McKenzie for the Giants, like Isaiah McKenzie was for the Buffalo Bills when Brian Daboll was there. Joe Schoen, right after the pick happened, said, this is the type of player, the type of receiver that we think is going to fit best in the offense that we are going to run with Mike Kafka and Brian Daboll. A lot of speed, a lot of quickness, a lot of ability to make plays after the catch. It's not the wide receiver I would have gone with, but I'm not pissed off at the pick. I completely trust Joe Schoen. Would I have gone elsewhere? Maybe John Mechie, maybe Sky Moore, maybe George Pickens? Yes. But right now, as a Giants fan, first and foremost, I'm hoping Wan'Dale Moore is the best receiver in this draft because that's what's best for the New York Football Giants. But grade the pick in the comment section for me right now, A, B, C, D, or F. Don't take it easy on Joe. He knocked out round 1. I gave him an A for this. I give him about a C plus, a B minus. But give me your grades in the comment section right now. His production, it can't be argued. Joe Schoen said he had some of the best production in the draft from a wide receiver spot, and it's true. He was 2nd team All-SEC. He led the Kentucky in receiving, and he set the school single record for catches and yards. In 2019 and 2020, he was at Nebraska, and he had solid production there. Over 90 catches in 2 seasons, almost 1,000 yards. In his career, he had 195 grabs for 2,200 yards and 10 touchdowns. He did have 11 drops and 7 drops last year for Kentucky, so there's some question marks there. At the end of the day, overall, Robinson is undersized and quicker than fast, but he is a catch-and-go creator with outstanding vision and athleticism in the open field. He has potential to be a starting NFL slot receiver and return man. In the NFL, you can never have too many playmakers, and that's what Robinson is. Get him the ball in space and let him work. He kind of reminds me of Kadarius Toney, the guy that the Giants have been shopping. His breakout year after transferring from Nebraska was this year. He's a dynamic receiver with the ball in his hands. He does have some red flags around his size, only 5'8", 178 pounds, soaking wet. But when you can move the way he does, like when he ran a 4.4 at the 40 in the 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine, you can't really knock it. The NFL, it's a speed and space type of game, and that's what Wan'Dale Robinson's game is: speed and space. And let him work, let him get loose. Hopefully, we see him chunking up the peace sign headed down the sidelines in the future. Look, if you want more NFL draft coverage, we're your channel here, New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. We're a Giants news and rumors channel. If this is your first time coming across a video, we put out videos every single day around the latest Giants news and rumors. When something around the Giants happen, we break it down. So lock us in. Go down, hit that big red button. Help us get to 8,000 subscribers. The faster we get there, the more content we get to do around the New York Football Giants. So help us get there. Go down right now, hit that big red button. And if you want to watch the rest of the NFL draft, the rest of round 2 into round 3 and onward into Mr. Irrelevant, do it over at Chat Sports. Go to youtube.com/chatsportstv. That's what the thumbnail's going to look like. There's some quarterbacks on there. Some quarterbacks have gone. Some haven't. Malik Willis is on the board still. That's someone that we thought the Giants may take, but they get Robinson, the receiver out of Kentucky. But go join Tom Downey and Chase Sr. as they're live breaking down every single pick in the NFL draft. youtube.com/chatsportstv. Lance Zierlein of NFL.com, he broke down the type of receiver and player Robinson is, and this is what it was. Robinson will be tabbed as a slot receiver, but that is underselling his potential. He's sudden and slick with an ability to make plays from a variety of alignments. He has gadget potential and can function as a dump and run target, acting as an extension of the running game. What does that mean? If you got to throw him a 1-yard stop route, a 1-yard smoke screen, do so. Let him get loose. Because with a 4.4 40 and the agility of a 4.13 in the shuttle and a 6.993 cone drill, he has the ability to make anybody miss in open space. When you go and look at Robinson's highlights at Kentucky, that's what he did time and time again. He got the ball, he made the first man miss, and he got loose going down the sideline. When you add him to a wide receiver room with a guy like Kadarius Toney, hopefully the Giants don't trade him. I have some questions about where his head's at and how bad he wants to be a National Football League player. But with Toney and Robinson in the slots, with Golladay and Sterling Shepard on the outside, or Darius Slayton, who's also being shopped in trade rumors, that's a lot of speed. Toney and Robinson are very similar. I think Toney is a little bit more aggressive as a ball carrier, but Robinson, he may have a little bit more getaway speed than a guy like Kadarius Toney. At the end of the day, the Giants, they lacked playmakers. And that's what Wan'Dale Robinson is. He's a playmaker. He's going to come in to an offense run by Brian Daboll and Mike Kafka and add to the playmakers that they have. Robinson, Saquon, Kadarius Toney, Kenny Golladay, they're surrounding their young quarterback in Daniel Jones with young playmakers, and that's what you do when you're trying to figure out if that quarterback is the guy. But let me know, who should the Giants draft next with their third-round pick coming up in a couple of minutes? Let me know in the comment section right now. Predict it. Who do you think the Giants should draft in the NFL draft coming up in round 3?